game week 4 team selection. This is my game week 4 team selection. I had one free transfer. I already made it. I had Cash, who was actually injured, and I thought, you know what, the guys are going to be coming back from international break, and I want to make sure that my squad is deep in case people don't play. Along with that, in all honesty, when it came to my squad selection, I also tried to pick a lot of European players, just to keep them all within proximity. So one or two there, like Mbuemo himself, being outside of Europe. Besides that, yeah, this is my team. Pope in goals, and Trent Alexandra with Gabriel Byrne in the back, and Luka Dean. He was the transfer in for Cash. Eze in the midfield, Diogo Jota, Smith Rowe, Buemo playing against Man City, Isak against Wolves, Haaland captaincy against Brentford. On the bench, I've got Wood, Johnson, and Pedro Porro with Sal's there as well. That I thought of taking a hit because I wanted to hop on to the Brighton and target Ipswich. Do you think I should be taking a hit? Do you think I can take a hit, considering my rank, considering like it could help me? And I was actually gonna take out Johnson and Smith Rowe, and I was gonna actually put in Minta and Matoma. What do you guys think of that and the team?
You know what? For a guy who doesn't have both Salah and Haaland, your team is pop. I mean, like, jeez, bro.
That's not like, I think I need to wild card in game week 6.
You've got serious mediocre players in this team. Like, serious, your midfield is like literally there's nobody above 8 million. Literally, nobody. I mean, okay, Mbuemo, I sort of get. All right, yeah, sure, he's got a bad fixture against City, but after that, it looks okay. Yeah. But come on, you got Smith Rowe, you got bloody Eze, you got Johnson. What the hell is going on with that team? Like, literally, you cannot tell me that this team is going to help you maintain your 2.5K rank.
No,
come on.
For this game week.
Come on. Look, for a person in your position, I do not advocate taking hits, right? But this mediocrity that is your midfield, I am sorry. I would take hits. I would take 2 in there. Now I would take 2. Goba, I don't know what you think.
No, look, Chaps, I think this team that Cat selected, it was purely to accommodate for bench boost. I don't think he was planning to keep this team for like 5 game weeks straight, because like as you're saying, it's quite a different team, eh? And what's upsetting me is that like this team's ahead of me, you know. But like be that as it may, you had an Eze and an Mbuemo. I think those were great moves. If you look at the ownerships of the two, the ownerships were very low. With Eze, obviously, a lot of guys like myself, we dumped him. He gave you those 10 points in game week 3. So I think that was brilliant. Mbuemo getting on the as well.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest. The only reason why your rank is so high, right? And I'm going to break it down for you. Why? Right? Is because of your chips, right? I'm going to break it down even further.
100%.
Right? Game week 1, right? As Goba said, it's because of the bench boost. Your squad is built for bench boost.
Yeah.
And in game week 1, Porro scored a goal, got you a lot of points. I think Wood, right, got you a goal. Sal's got a clean sheet, right? Arsenal, I think, did get a clean sheet in the first game week. So did
Pope got a clean sheet. He gave you 9 points on game week, bro.
Yeah, Pope got a clean sheet. I think the only person who didn't do well here is Isak and Eze, right? Who didn't do anything.
First 2 game bastards.
Yeah, and I think you had Jota since day 1, right?
Yeah.
Since the first game week. Yeah, so, and he scored in the first game week. So in the game week 1, that's where your points came from. It's literally because you had that bench boost helping you out. In game week 2, right? Madman here, triple captain Haaland. And we all know what happened there. Literally, like 80% of your points from that game week came from Haaland. Everybody else just fucking flopped. In the rest, I can't think of anybody here who performed in game week 2.
Well,
Right?
I mean,
Maybe Jota scored another goal, I think. Other than that, everybody sucked.
no, I think that was when
Right?
Smith Rowe scored his goal.
Just Smith
Oh,
Rowe
yes,
scored in
yes,
game
yes.
week
So
2,
it
yeah.
added,
Yeah, he got his 10 points.
And then Jota also
Yeah.
scored his goal. So that added. There was some clean sheets.
But other than that, there was Trent got another clean sheet. So other than that, those were your only points from game week 2. But the majority, 80% of it, was Haaland. And then because of that, in game week 3, Haaland maintained his
also
hat trick.
because
He got another hat trick. Exactly. And you captained him as well. So
And
you
because I
literally
brought in
stayed up
Mbeumo.
because of that.
Oh, you brought in Mbeumo as
all
well.
right, whatever.
But to answer your
Yeah.
question,
So
Kat, so sorry to interject. In terms of don't take any hits, I'm with Chaps as well. Don't take any hits. You got to where you are because you want to maintain, and taking hits is not going to be maintaining. I know for a fact that you're gonna wild card in game week 6, so you need to maneuver until then. Because if you don't wild card in game week 6, there is no maintaining shit with this team, bro. Nothing at all. So I think what you've done with it's good enough. You know, weather the storm, trust your players, because again, like you said, Mbeumo can get you a goal. Against City, you'd be surprised. Eze can do wonders against
that one
yeah.
goal I'm hoping from him.
Eze can surprise you there against
it'll
Leicester.
probably be
And
like 4-1 against City, and hoping that Mbeumo just gets that one. That's it. Or
yeah, I think for what you've done thus far, this team, it deserves to be respected. I know we don't respect it, but for your position, we deserve to respect
this
it.
team is,
And you also need to.
You know what?
Yeah.
This team is that team. You know, whenever like it's like the beginning of the season or the middle of the season, and you decide to randomly check out like who's this guy that's number 1 doing so well, and then you look at his team, and then you're like, what?
Yeah.
He's got Pedro Neto. And you're like, how's he doing so good with this team?
No, you're right.
It's one of those teams. Yeah. Like it's one of those teams. Yeah, no, absolutely, guys. Chaps is nail on, bro. The decisions I took worked out. It could have gone bad. That bench boost could have gone bad. Triple captain could have gone bad. And this could have been a whole different story, you know. But they worked out. And not to say they were the right decisions or whatever, but whatever our decisions are going to be, in the end of the day, they're all risks, you know. So I think things worked out for me. But like I was saying, I have to change this team if I'm actually going to maintain and go with the fixture swing, so that I can maintain and maybe even still break off from the guys. So yeah, definitely that's something I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wild card. I won't take any hits. I actually ended up deciding, like I was saying, like I was thinking about it. I ended up deciding I'm not gonna take any hits. And just ride it out. Right now, to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if I got a red arrow, but I hope that it's not like a big red arrow. Until game week 6, small red arrow. And then game week 6, just keep picking it up and keep growing with the pack and stuff like that. But yeah, that's very much the strategy from now. Very much the strategy from now. But yeah, man. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for joining me, and it's honestly been such a pleasure to be with you guys again. We have to do this again at some interval. Maybe we should have like intervals, like where it's like season reviews. Maybe we should do this at game week, because this is like the beginning of the season review. Like, how did we start? Maybe we should do a show at like 12, and then we do a show at like 20, 24, 26 around there, and then we do a show like around game week 35 or so. You know what I mean? Like those type of seasons, to see like how far we're doing and strategy wise. I feel like that's when things start to kick in at those specific points.
Yeah, no, sounds good. I'm happy with that.
Yeah. Hopefully by then, Chaps is not 9 million, but yeah, in for the vibes.
No way.
I'll be a lot higher, because I'll unlike some people, I'll still have my chips. All right. I still believe I can claw back, and you will, Cat, you're going to get worse. So, I know that. I know that.
Okay. He says
We
the only
can't stay
loss.
there. We